Hello and welcome back. Last week we finished up Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. So now we're starting a new game. A new old game with a new twist. A new old new. We are playing Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, but randomized. So I've got the game all randomized. I also changed the player model, and you'll see it in a moment. And I've got my own headcanon as to the story behind the player model that we will be using. But yeah, I did not randomize the dungeons, but I did randomize, what was it called? The secret caves. I can't remember exactly what the secret caves were, but they're secret. And I think it's like, I don't know. In any case, secret caves are randomized, but the dungeons are not. Just so that it'll be a little easier to keep track of what's what. I'm also starting out with 2 Triforce shards out of the 8. That way, just to speed things up a little bit, because those Triforce shards, it's just so much time, even in a normal game, to find all those Triforce shards. And now it's all randomized. So yeah, I don't want to have to track down every single item location to try and find all the Triforce shards. I still may end up doing a similar thing, but hopefully it'll be a little better than that. I am also starting out with no sword, but I will have a shield, and I'll be starting out on a random island. So, and of course I'll have a sail, so I'll be able to sail to whatever island I want to go to, but I'll be starting out on a random one. With no sword. But yeah, should be a lot of fun. And speaking of swords, if you've been paying attention to my Twitter, I have been building a wooden one, and it is almost done, and it's looking so good. I love it so far. I've got the grip stained and finished. I've got the pommel and crossguard painted. I just need to add a little bit more detailing and then weathering, and then those pieces will be done. The blade is, I applied an aluminum tape because it's aluminum. It gives it that sheen and it looks like a metal blade because I covered it in sticky metal. And also because it's aluminum, I can kind of buff it a bit. Not a whole lot because it's fairly thin, but I should be able to get it looking pretty nice. And I also want to weather it a bit, apply a bit of a black wash to get into whatever nooks and crannies to make it look a little more like a piece of, like a solid metal blade. But yeah, that's coming along real well. Can't wait for it to be finished, man. But yeah, so I think we shall hop on into it. Put together a little background here, a little layout. We got down here in the lower right a tracker that will tell us what we've collected so far so we can keep track of that. And it also has this map, although I don't entirely understand the map. Because it's got this like 0 out of 0, 0 out of 1. It says 0 accessible, 1 remaining. 1 accessible, 1 remaining. Northern Fairy Island. Oh, okay, so 0, 0 is... there's nothing? I wonder if that's talking about, progress items? Or is it talking about, charts? Because it shows little charts there. It says Treasure Chart 24, but Northern Fairy Island, 1 accessible, 1 remaining. And then over here, Windfall Island, 5 accessible, 5 remaining. Yeah, and then also down... oh, you can't see it. But below this is bosses and mailbox. So it says currently 0 locations checked, 16 items needed to finish game, 16 locations accessible, 106 estimated locations left to check, 112 locations remaining. Okay, so that's pretty neat. The Great Sea, it says 2 accessible, 4 remaining. Okay, so it kind of tracks some of that a bit for me. That's nice. That way, that's actually really nice for Wind Waker, because Wind Waker is just so much open ocean, so many locations to get items. It's nice that there's a tracker that offers all that. So, let's hop on in. And, we will have to, name our character, and so, at this point, I guess, since I'll be naming him, I gotta reveal what the player model is. You see, this randomizer also allows you to choose from a myriad of player models to swap out for Link. One of them being a little young Ganondorf. So, we're Ganondorf. It's us. Let's see if we can fit the full name in here though. Ganondorf. Nope. Ganondorf. Okay. We'll just have to stick with Ganon for short. But I've used this player model before on my own when I've like tried this out a while ago, and it looks real nice. And look, I can't. There we go. Pull out my shield. Look at that shield. And his sword is kind of like a little scimitar-like sword when you do get the sword. That's pretty nice. But here we are. Let's see where... oh, we are on this island. Hold up, is this... no, it's not Tingle Island, right? It is Tingle Island, okay. I thought it might have been the Lookout Dude's island. But it's Tingle. Hey, Tingle! Oh yeah. He also has his own sound effects. Hey. Hello.
Heave-ho! This is heavy. Day in and day out I work. You want to know the secret of how I ended up here?
Sure.
I know you probably have a hard time believing someone dressed as I am, but this guy here and I are complete and utter strangers. I kid you not. Once upon a time, I was a sailor. One night, as I was floating aimlessly across the sea as I usually did. That night, yes, I remember it vividly. There was a fierce and terrible storm. I was swallowed up by a giant twister, and my boat was spun around and round. That is the last thing I remember. When I awoke, I was dressed like this. And what do you think I was doing? But I guess telling this story to you won't do me any good. It sure won't get that crazy guy in green off my back. Heave ho!
Tingle? Tingle, why have you indentured these poor men?
Big brother, I was worried about you. Huh? You're not my brother. My brother said he was going to Windfall Island, but it has been so long, and still he does not come back. My brother looks just like me, and he wears clothes just like yours.
Are you sure about that?
I am certain you will know him the moment you set eyes on him. Can you not look for him for me? If you were here, he could decipher any chart you have that needs deciphering, no matter how difficult it is to read. Heave ho!
Right. So obviously they're talking about Tingle. Uh-oh. 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 No. Also, I guess I didn't know about that. I guess King of Red Lions is now the King of Ganons. King of Grey Ganons. Out here. Alright, let's go ahead and set up this stuff. So we start with a Wind Waker. We also start with Ballad of Gales, Wind's Requiem, and Song of Passing. Just to help us out a bit. All right. So. Oh yeah, and of course, due to the randomizer here, we get these this fast sail, which automatically sets the wind to the direction we're headed. Also, look at that sail. Sick. Where are we headed right now? Great Fish Isle. Currently says 0-0. You know what? Let's go to Windfall. Yeah, that's got 5 and 5, it says. Would make sense to go there. It's also the swift sail, so it helps us sail much faster than the normal sail. Which is nice, because I don't want to spend an hour sailing. You know? But yeah, dude. Really like the player model swaps. That turned really a lot faster than I thought it would, but I guess that's because I jumped, yeah. Wait. Alright, that requires the mirror shield. Cruise into port. Okay. All right. Just listen to that. Move, move. Let's grab this pot. Ah, get some money. Gonna need some money. I do wonder what happens if I were to sidle across this cliff. Oh, and the headcanon I was talking about. So I headcanon that when the present Ganondorf reaches the Triforce, he tries to make a wish, but the Triforce deities decide to instead try to figure out a way to stop him via grabbing young Ganondorf from the past and bringing him to the present, because there is no hero time to save the day. And so now, here we are, Ganondorf from the past, come to save the day. Back when he was but a young, innocent child.
How'd you sneak in here? You little rat! Shoo! Beat it! Scram, vermin!
What if I instead asked to buy some bombs?
This be the bomb shop.
What if I wanted to buy bombs?
10 bombs, 20 rupees. Good sir, you can't just carry that much. Please, now. Only purchase what you can take with you.
Aww. Don't have a bomb bag. Fine. I'm out of here. Smash this. Oh, it's. I was hoping that I might find some more rupees in there. Oh well. Hello.
Oh! No, that's not it. That's just not it. The problem is, even though that's not it, this isn't it either. I'm Tot. I love dancing more than I love 3 meals a day. You will come to know me as the world's charismatic dancer extraordinaire. Ready, Guy? 1, 2, 1, 2. Say, Guy, you know what I was just reminded of? Long ago, I met this delightful little guy who performed the most dazzling magic dance. A dance that turned night into day right before my very eyes. I can remember those fabulous dance moves, but I just can't seem to get that intricate rhythm down. Do you think you know the rhythm, Guy?
Perhaps. Give me one second. What if I were to hop on board the ship?
What might I find?
Ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-ba. Wow. Hi.
Hi, big brother. Want to play a game? It's fun. Trust me. Just step on this button and try to swing across the ropes to reach that door over there before time's up.
Big bro, I'm an only child. Or wait, does Ganon have any siblings? He might. I don't know. He's the only male of his tribe. Let's do it. No. No. Come on. this was a failure on my part. I guess I should swing from rope to rope instead. Hang on. Reset this. Knows what we might find here. Stop, turn. What? What? He didn't go forward. He was like full swing ahead, and then he's just like, nah, I'm gonna stop midair and just plummet. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Turn. Swing. Swing. Oh, come on. Ooh. Hey, it works. I'll take it. Turn. Slide down. Turn again. Alright. Swing. Swing. Yeah, what do we get? Treasure chart 36. Right. When you open this chart, a place where treasure lies will be lit up. Sail to that area, then use the chart to find the treasure. Huh. Chart 36. Where are the charts again? Can't remember. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, charts. Okay. Treasure chart 36. Let's just see if we can find that. 37. No, 3. Okay, are they not in order? Ba 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 ba. Jail, no. House of Wealth, no. Maggie, no. Tot, no. Interesting. No, I cannot. Let's see where it points. It points to this cross-shaped island, so I don't actually know which one that is. Oh yeah, I could just... Alright, cross-shaped. Oh, this one. Bird's Peak Rock. Treasure chart 36. Yeah, I'm just gonna mark that we have it. As you can see right here. I'm just gonna use that to mark that we have it. Right. Yeah. What is this? That's Beetle's shop ship. Salvage core gift, Cyclos and Ghost ship. That's what the Great Sea is. Okay. Well, let's get back to things. So we've got a treasure chart, I guess. Whenever we get the grappling hook, we'll be able to go get it.
Hi, big brother. Wanna play a game? It's fun, trust me.
I just did that. Ariel, or wait, what's her name? Ariel? I think it was something like that. In any case, I'm not your big brother. I am Ganondorf, Prince of the Gerudo. And I've been sent here on an important mission. Alright, activate. No. Wait, maybe I can hop from here. Yeah, there we go. All right, guy. Got some rhythm for you. Hold up.
Cha! Cha! That's it! That's the rhythm I've been trying to recall! Oh! I can feel it! I can feel it, guy!
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! Ow! You learned the command melody, yes! That's what I learned. Of course. Yeah! Yeah! Ow! That's it! That's it! It's perfect! I'm perfect! Now let the sun shine on! Are you gonna command melody the sun? Hey! What's the matter? Nothing happened! Nothing at all! Why? Yeah! Yeah! Whoops. Oh, hey, by the way, Beetle! Hold on, Beetle! Stop your ship! Oh!
Oh!
A customer! Welcome to Beetle's shop. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Due to circumstances beyond my control, I don't carry arrows at this point in time. Please wait just a little longer, huh? Due to circumstances beyond my control, I don't carry arrows at this point in time. I do, however, have all-purpose bait. 3 servings. Fine. You can't buy bait if you don't have a bait bag. I'm serious. Do I look like I'm kidding? You idiot. Get out of my shop. You can't buy anything. I don't have arrows. Man, another customer who can't buy any of my stuff. They don't have bait bags. I can't sell any arrows due to the current local laws. And this shop isn't turning out like I'd hoped. Oh. Poor Beetle. Oh, but you weren't here before. Were you still sailing while I was in your shop? Here we go. Let us visit a certain someone. Oh. Hi. Hi, Tingle. One second. Here. Here. Tingle. I see the same green clothes and the same green hat. Are you blind? I'm sorry, are you colorblind, Tingle? Also, I don't have a hat. I've just got it. That's my hair. By the look of you, I'd say, sir, could you by chance be a fairy? Wow. Goodness, did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Do not worry, Tingle knows without you telling him, sir. Yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I have been looking for you and your kind, for I, too, long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful! Please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor.
I'm not a fairy. I'm a Gerudo.
Yay!
Hooray! Thank you oh so very much. Here is Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Tingle, tingle, Glulimba. Become an item.
Of course it's a Tingle statue. That's what you decide to give me as a gift for freeing you. You got the Wind Tingle statue. It's sandy and kind of rough. It feels weird. It will be waiting for you on Tingle Island.
Now, no matter how far we travel from this dingy cell, our souls will be as one. Splendid! Tingle is going to get ready to go to the realm of the fairies, so you just wait here, okay, sir?
Our souls will be as... Wait, hold up, wait. Souls? What?
It's forgetting something important. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? Don't you?
No, okay, sure, yeah,
You're gonna need quite the strong arms to get to my island. Also, here's a trophy. Oh, you freed me from this cage? Here's a trophy of me as thanks. Now our souls are bonded as one. You want to come to my island? Here's our bracelets. When you go out to sea, open it. What? Oh, open it? If you ever need any help with your charts, just leave it to Tingle. Don't ever forget it. If you ever need help with charts, don't forget it.
You just said that. I'm confused. What have I done? I feel like I shouldn't have actually let him out. Don't climb, no. Whoops. Right, it's R to grab. Huzzah! A cave. I forget which way should I be going? Not to the left, that's for sure. Let's try turning right here. Get this ropey. And I think it actually is to the left here. Nope. Can't even see him.
Yeah!
Curse that rat, I'll strangle him with my bare hands. I've got the strength to do it now. I've got the strength. The power bracelets, which I should mark on my thingy. Yeah, and Tingle statue. Got 1 out of 5 Tingle statues. Woohoo. But those power bracelets are pretty nice. Oh, and command melody. Got all 3 of those. Let's see. We got the first gift, we got the second gift. got teaching rhythm. I believe that's that's command melody is what I got for that. Odd thing is that it doesn't list this cave thing. You know, this inside the jail cell, which I know there's an item in there. Maybe there's not a progress item in there. That's probably it. But we'll go for it anyway. Why not? Come on. Can't see where I'm going. Hang on. Oh, there we are. Whoops. Let's see what's in here. Treasure chart 6. Yay. Oh. Just gonna smash all of this stuff in case I get more rupees. Huh?
Of course, if I ever successfully escape from this prison, I shall one day return to recover the Pictobox. I will write the controls for it in case I should forget them.
Yeah.
It saves up to 3 pictographs at one time. Oh, how it pains me to leave it. I just wish I could get out of here so I could start taking pictographs. Date unknown. At last, I have succeeded in stealing the Pictobox I've desired for so long. Succeeded, yes, but sadly. Due to a slight mistake on my part, I was also caught. I have been imprisoned, but I do not give it in that easily. I refuse to give this wondrous box to my captors. I have decided to hide it here in the depths of my cell and then make my escape by tunneling out. Yes, that is my plan.
Right. I see you're not crazy. But perhaps that treasure chart 6 is what leads to the Pictobox. And that is why he left it here. Hey there, buddy. Look at that smug face. Look at those eyes.
Come on. Try it. Come on. I dare you. I double dare you. Come get me.
There's another one.
Come on. You know you want to.
No. I know how this works. I won't fall for it again. Now, let's take a look at that chart, see where it goes. Ah, one of the islands. No, I think it's the 6. Where is the 6? Oh, that's gotta be it. 6-Eye Reef, which is right here. Yep, treasure chart 6. Alright. Mark that right there. Okay. Hold up. Is she out and about right now? Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Shishi! Take off! Go away!
Okay. Cool. She's suspicious. She can't be allowed to see me. This ne'er-do-well over here. Surely she's up to something. I believe I should find out what. And she goes up the ramp. And she checks back on the way she came.
What? Nani? What are you doing?
No, 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 no. Where do you think you're going?
Who's there?
Wait, what? Wait, she didn't see me before? Or what? Wait, huh? What? I don't get it. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Excuse me, I just need to change the time real quick. Try this again. Hey there, kid.
Shishi! Take off! Go away!
Yeah, I'll leave you alone. That seems smart. Look at her. Look at how quickly I'm crawling. I think that might be part of the randomizer as well, is fast crawling. I swear crawling used to be much slower than this. Oh wait, is this ridiculous though?
Who's that? No one.
Oh, I think that was actually like she heard something else, not me. Oh, oh, that was close. Just gotta wait for her Get in there, and then we catch her red-handed. Aha! You ruffian!
You startled me. Well, what do you want? My heart is racing. You scared me. Wait, are you the kind of creep who goes around at night scaring people? That's just plain mean. Just who do you think you are, anyway?
An ally of justice!
What? An ally of justice? I'm not a thief. I swear, I haven't stolen anything. Well, yeah, please let me go. It was just an impulse. That's all. Just a bad idea. Why won't you say anything? Does this mean you're mad at me? Could you at least listen to the circumstances in my life that led up to this moment? Please, you owe me that much.
Sure.
I was once the richest little debutante in this town. Did you know that? But one day, a monstrous bird came and took me away to a terrible place called the Forsaken Fortress, where I was locked up and held captive. Oh, it was awful! My father spent every last rupee in his coffers in an attempt to get me rescued. That's right, every last bit of our family fortune gone. That was when my life of poverty began. Now, every day from morning until night, I'm busy working for the open-air shop. So, as you can see, at least I'm trying to settle into my poor lifestyle. Doesn't that just tug at your heartstrings? What do you say about the tragic events in my pitiable life?
That's kind of funny.
To make matters worse, for some reason I still can't figure out that slob Maggie, who was the poorest girl in town, suddenly got filthy rich. Maggie of all people. It makes me so mad that I want to do something terrible. Grr. Do you understand my plight?
Not at all.
I'm sorry. I guess it was a little too complicated for a kid to understand. It's true. I know I'm quibbling over nothing, but being so poor weakens a person's very soul. But it's time I quit making silly excuses for myself. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, I didn't have to sink down to the level of a common thief. I will never do anything like that again. Ah, what an amazing feeling. I'll let all of my worries out of my heart. Wow, I actually feel refreshed. Let me at least thank you. Please take this.
Treasure chart 14. Yeah. Hold on. Maggie. Now we just gotta get to the House of Wealth chest. Alright. When you open this chart, blah blah blah.
Don't look at me like that. I didn't steal it. It washed up on the shore, so I picked it up. Don't tease me like that. It's a tiny bottle made of crystal clear glass. It's so beautiful.
I feel like you should get your eyes checked, kid.
I wish my soul could be that beautiful. Oh, what am I saying? When you live in poverty, you can say the cheesiest things without blinking an eye. So, I guess I should go soon. My father will start worrying. Goodbye, little ally of justice. And good luck to you. Bye. Thanks for tonight.
Right. At any time, yeah. Well, I need to find this rich house. House of Wealth. That's the pictograph house. The school over there. I think it might be up here. It's been a while. Hello?
Yo, hold up. What's a kid like you doing out at a time like this? Are you out to take a look at the heavens, too? In that case, you'll get a better view from over here. A lot of people collect things as a hobby. Me, I just like to sit and gaze at the night sky. It's all the hobby I need. If you have anything that's good for looking at the night sky, have a look at that moon. I highly recommend it.
I have eyes. Yes, what a beautiful moon. How lovely. Anyways. Such a noisy little fella, this Ganon. What is that? It's a person. Hmm. What? Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Well, can't get to the person from there. Look at that man. With his yellow hat. Yes, I think this is the rich house. Yeah. Hi, rich man. I'm not looking to do anything nefarious.
You there! Out! Oh, you're just some wretched street urchin. I thought you were a postman. Be thankful, because if you were the postman, I would have shooed you out of here before you could say phew. But say, you look rather familiar for a street urchin. Have we perhaps met before someplace?
No, I'm pretty sure we have not.
Oh, to think that I would survive my ordeal and return to this town. And to think that I would ever be able to live in such a beautiful, opulent house. It's like a dream come true. But no, it's a nightmare without him by my side. It's like a rainstorm rages in my heart. He was so kind to me in the Forsaken Fortress, that sweet boy who gave me all those expensive necklaces when I fled from that cursed island. Just hearing his name lifts my spirits. Mo, the wonderful moblin from the Forsaken Fortress.
Mo, the moblin.
Oh, Mo! Why, Mo? I'm always writing heartfelt letters filled with my overflowing emotions, but why don't you answer me, Mo? This is bad. Oh, terribly bad. I've already drifted off into my own dream world. Oh, by the way, I have a request for you. Could you take the letter I've just finished inking and deliver it to the postbox for me? Please, I beg of you.
Sure.
What? Really? You're such a dear. You've made Maggie so happy.
Ma'am?
The postbox! Don't you dare forget! But you must promise not to read it. The secrets of a girl's heart are to be shared only when she so desires.
Ma'am? That's not a letter, ma'am. I don't think that's the House of Wealth chest. I assume there's a chest in here somewhere. Nothing else to grab in here, so... Hello. Well now, good evening. Yes, I rent out the first floor of this mansion in order to run a nightly auction. And actually, tonight's auction is about to begin. Oh dear me, is it ever?
Now it is indeed an auction, but I like to describe it in more simple terms. It is a competition of the very highest order. Oh yes, it is a competition to see who can get the item that is being auctioned. Can you outbid everyone else? Do you have the courage and the fundage? Oh, the drama! Ah, but what's this? Well, dear me, do I detect a hint of curiosity? I believe I do. Fortunately, we welcome bidders of all ages, both kids and adults. Yes, so tell me, would you like to participate in the auction? Sure. What are you auctioning? Really? Dear me, really? Now, you are completely fine with me not explaining the auction to you. Am I correct in assuming this? I'm fine with that. I already know how it works. Yes, good. That speeds things up. Very well then, let us begin immediately. It's no time to dawdle. The auction is afoot. On your toes, on your toes! Yes. First, let me thank all of you bargain-loving people for joining us this evening. Dear me, what a turnout. The auction is about to begin, yes! And what do you suppose will pop up as our item of the evening? Oh, dear me! I'm so excited I can't stop sniffling. The calm before the auction storm always makes my nose run. Let's get to it. This evening, our glorious auction item is this. A fabulous progressive quiver. I want that. Oh, my dear, what a prize. At last the suspense is over. But all drama aside, you should know it is extremely rare to even get the chance to own a fabulous item like this. It is precious, quite dear, very valuable. Yes. Listen well, for I do not lie. Also, is the auction on here? I don't think the auction is listed. Well. I do not lie. Let the auction begin. Let's begin the bidding at 60 rupees and begin. $63 rupees. $66. Oh, right. What? 70 rupees. I gotta mash 8 in order to bid. 73 rupees. Oh. 80 rupees. Oh no! Let me bid before people go crazy. 90 rupees. Hold up. Oh, there's 43 whole seconds left. 102 rupees. That's the best I can do. Oh! What? I used to be called Miss Auction. I can't lose now. But I still got 43 seconds. I can't bid any higher than that. Oh no. Time is running out, dear friends. 106 rupees. Do you wish to quit? Yes. Yes, Cannon. Fine. Time to go. Run along now. I'll be back with more rupees. You started at 60, man. Crazy. Forgot that you had to mash A in order to bid. I thought you just had to push A. Can I grab this barrel? No. Very well. In that case, I shall smash this puppy. Now, the progressive quiver, I don't think I'll get a bow for that. I think it'll just be the quiver. So I'll be able to hold more arrows when I eventually get a bow. But hey,
Still useful. Huh. Let's see what's in here. Oh wait, is this the pictograph building? Nah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, and hello. You are standing in the one and only Chew Jelly Juice Shop. You must have heard our potions are the best. I'm telling you, they're too good, in fact. They're absolutely incredible. What's that? What's Chew Jelly, you ask? Looking somewhat bewildered? Oh, sir, you simply must be joking. You don't know what Chew Jelly is. Well, just ask yourself this. Good sir, what is a robustly nourishing element? What is a mystical substance that is good for the body and mind? Ask yourself. The words Chew Jelly roar out in answer to these questions, proclaiming themselves to be true. Why? It is the key ingredient in the most effective potions around. All you have to do is bring me an empty bottle to my little juice shop here, and I'll let you have a taste. Which begs the question, sir. Do you have an empty bottle? No.
Also, hang on. Do I have any, did I get another chart? Yeah, chart 14. Let's... Oh, that's that, like, ring-looking island. Where is it? There it is.
Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, chart 14, right there. We got 3 charts to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red potion, yeah. What? You don't have a potion bottle? Fine. I was really hoping you'd give me an empty bottle on their house for my first purchase, but no. Ah. One.
Doubt that this one's respawned, has it? Nope. Restocked. Oh, that's just the sign. I was like, looks like there's something up there. Up on the shop.
But 'tis only a sign.
Oh, no! I wanted to pick up the pot. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Just never mind. I know there's a little... Well, there's this area here, and I think this has money. Yes, 5 rupees. And then... should be a little path down to a little dock somewhere. Where was that? Gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe it's back here? Yeah, there it is. There's some pots down here. 5. Another 5. Nice, nice. And this one. Ah, single rupee. Let's see if they'll let me back into the auction. Or if it's already over. Hey now, here again. Yes, so tell me, would you like to participate in the auction? Really, dear me, really? Yes, let's speed things up. Auction item is progressive quiver. Starting at 60. Number 63. Hey, 66. Still a minute left, but I'm gonna bid 85 rupees. Let's see if that's enough to surprise everyone. Oh yeah, speechless. Gonna be speechless for a little bit. Yes, 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 our current top bidder is none other than the esteemed Ganon. The bid is 85 rupees, but come now, friends. I hope you won't let it stop there. 89 rupees. Me. Yes. What if I said 100 rupees? There's 33 seconds left. That should buy me some time. Oh, this is nuts. What wallet? Or that wallet is bottomless. Oh. Also gives me time to. Time is running out, dear friends. Yes, it gives me time to build up my bid bar again. $104. 12 rupees. Hey, hold up, all y'all. 118. No, stop it. Me. 134 rupees. All my rupees. We got 20 seconds. That's not. It's probably not enough time. Oh no, another bid. What? What? No, that's supposed to surprise you all. Yes, I wish to quit. I'm gonna go get more rupees. I take it all. You're gonna take them for all I got, huh? Yeah. Let's see if I can get more rupees from this pot. I wonder what this thing means by House of Wealth chest. Hold on, I'm just gonna look up real quick what exactly it means. Grand Waker House of Wealth chest. Looks like it has something to do with going inside the top floor. Let's see. Windfall Island. Hmm. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Of course, this is Wind Waker guide thing. Strange. Oh, here we go. House of Wealth chest. There we go. Wind Waker Randomizer website thing. Enter the House of Wealth on Windfall from the top floor. You can reach this door by climbing the stairs. Yep, run around the room to the right side nearest Maggie. Climb over the railing, drop down, and land onto the raised auction. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Let's get to it. That shouldn't be too difficult. I've already been up there, I just didn't know that you could run around over the railing. Oh wait, it says... Hang on. Climb over the railing, drop down to land onto the raised auction platform on the lower level. The chest is on the stage left behind the auction podium. Okay. I see. So I was practically there. I just didn't land in the right spot. There we go. A piece of art. Well, that's it for Windfall, at least as far as checks go for now. But hey, we got a piece of heart. A pizza heart. Okay. Well, we should still gather some more money. Get ourselves that quiver upgrade. Oh, crap. Psh. Give me those rupees. Every rupee counts. 150. Let's see if that's enough to get myself a quiver. At least you can keep trying over and over. If you lose the auction, you can just start over. Absolutely. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, hold up. A piece of heart? That's not, no, hold up. Hold up. That's not what's supposed to be here. You had a quiver upgrade. Listen here, you. Listen here. That's how this works. There we go. Progressive quiver.
Auction starts at 60 rupees.
Oh, 63.
66.
70. What if I said 80 rupees?
Oh, is he serious? What a brat!
Oh, yeah. Raise this up a little bit. $83. 92. Yes, our current top bidder is none other than the esteemed Garrickson.
96.
102. Time is running out, dear friends. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi. Still. Alright, well. 117 rupees. Oh, this is nuts. That wallet is bottomless, man. That was 27 seconds. We still probably got at least 12. $127. Got 11 seconds left. Let's see if I can shock everybody with 145. Oh dear me! No, give me a break already, kid! Yes! Take it home! Isn't much time left. Less than 10 seconds. Yes, only 5 seconds remain! Are you all done? Is this the end? Whoa! 145! Ah!
And sold! Here ends the auction. Tonight's fabulous progressive quiver goes to Gannon for the price of 145 rupees. Dear me, let me just say, congratulations!
You can now carry more arrows. Carry up to 60 with you whenever you go.
My dear, how incredible that such a youngster walked away with the prize. I've never seen such a fat wallet. That kid was a bidding machine right up to the end. But now then, on to business. For you lucky ones out there, and yes, also you for not so lucky ones. Also for you not so lucky ones, let me say thank you for your participation. I must bring tonight's auction to an end. Dear me, such excitement. Dear people, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right. I won. I got the quiver. It's mine. Now, if only I had a bow. In fact, is there a quiver option in here? I don't think so. Wait, quiver. There we go. 60 arrows. That's me. All right. Bum, 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 ba, la, la.
Oh, hi! We meet again! What? Of course! Honestly! I'm working! How dare you suggest that? I'm done with all that sneaking around in the dark. In fact, I head off to a faraway island to work in the evenings now, so I won't be seeing you at night anymore. Alright? Well, alright. Now, you're keeping me from doing my job, so could you please step aside? This way to the only stall with extra fun. Happy things for sale. Step right up, please stop by.
I see nothing at this stall.
Windfall is a warm and bustling place, I deem. I do believe I shall settle and open my business here. Yes, that is a plan. Oh yes, I must say, if you happen to come across a delivery bag that looks handy for carrying products, let me know. The first thing I must do is find products to sell.
Right.
People from all over the world seem to gather here on Windfall Island, all hoping to become successful merchants. I suppose you could say that this is the island where people and money come together. But you know what? Money is important, sure, but don't you think people need to open their hearts a little more than their wallets? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way. Right. Well, I for one need more money because I spent 145 rupees on this quiver that I can't use. Hey there, boy. Did you happen to see the post box down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to Y, Z, or X and use that button to put it in the post box. It's just that easy. Before long, the retail postman will come to deliver to whomever you've sent it to. He's a hard-working fellow, I tell you. What is X, Z, and Y? Sir?
Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute?
Sure.
A friend of mine who lives on Onset Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it.
Right. Hello.
You stink, mister. We ain't seen your face around here before, bud.
Wow, rude.
What are you looking at, bud? Huh? Hey, bud, what are you? Some kind of country rube? I mean, look at that outfit. What a getup.
It's traditional Gerudo garb.
This town is our turf. The turf of the world-famous killer bees. Don't mess with us. Yeah, Buzz! Are you all alone or what? You must feel pretty lonely walking around a place like this all by yourself. What are you doing anyway?
I'm leaving. The sea's a fine thing, to be sure, but it's not until I get back to town again that I can really relax. You know what I mean? And when I see the area around this fine-looking gate we got here, well, that's when I really start feeling good. Yeah, that gate in particular just says, "At long last, you're home, boy." I suppose that's the feeling I'm talking about, that coming home feeling. Right, well, Being poor must be pretty rough. You take one look at me and that's the first thing you think, isn't it? I ask you, why is that? Sure, the days can get kind of tough, but good things still happen, don't they? Money doesn't make the sun shine, you know. Just recently, my missing daughter, Mila, was returned to me. I didn't think I could ever feel more joyful. But then she went and started working at the shop to help out with our tight family finances. What a trooper. Could that girl be any more of an angel? Although, I do worry about how she always seems to sneak out at night. Is there any shop in this town that's open at night? The look in your eyes seems to imply that you have something to say. Well, what is it? Are you suggesting that I should go to work too? Oh, but oh, my back has truly been hurting me of late. Really just aching. If I were 20 years younger. You sicken me. So I'm feeling pretty good. Why? Because I recently got myself a pet pig. 3, in fact. I got a black splotched pig, too. How often do you see one of those? Not often, chum. I've led him ashore to graze over yonder. But the thing is, I can't stop worrying about the little guys. Right.
What? Can't you see we're busy? I know we're super cute and all, but that doesn't mean you can just come up and talk to us whenever you like. Jeepers! What's the matter, mister? Why are you looking at us like we're aliens or something weird like that? What? We're good girls. We don't spread rumors.
Right. You don't spread rumors, surely. Oh well. Come here, piggy. Excuse me, sir. Brought one of your pigs. Oh, you got that look about you. That look that says you run into some tight money troubles, am I right, chum? You got any interest in taking care of my pigs for me? I'll pay cash, chum. Definitely. Really? Then let me explain. I've let 3 pigs loose on this island, but now I'm a little worried about one of them. Is he hungry? Has he gotten sick? Is he lonely, angry, depressed? I can't help worrying about him, so I want you to find the little guy and bring him back to me. If you could do it in under 2 minutes, I'll give you some pocket change. As for how you tell this guy apart from the others, well, it's simple, chum. He's the stinky pig. That pig's precious to me. Bring him back here without injuring him, and press R to set him down beside me, alright? Are you ready, chum? Absolutely. Alright, start now. You have to do it within 2 minutes. Ready, go! What? How do I know which one's the stinky pig? I don't... Come on. No! Shut up! I'm ignoring you. Aha! Gotcha. Way to go, chum! I don't know how you figured out how to catch them all. This guy in particular. Oinky oinky. Looks like you're full of energy. I guess I didn't need to worry after all. Well, thanks for playing, chum. Oh yeah, I guess a promise is a promise. I owe you a little pocket change, don't I? Alright. Hold out your hand, chum. 20 rupees. I'm sure it was a good workout for my pig, too. Thanks again, chum. Well, at least I got a little bit of my money back. Hi. You lost at the auction last night.
You, don't look at all familiar, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around town? Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak, but people from all over the world come here. The town's always lively. Ha ha! Why, just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town.
Goodbye. I already know this town. Hurrah! You know, laddie, if I had to give myself a title, it'd be a know-it-all sailor. I'm wise, learned, experienced. Go ahead, ask me anything you want to know about the sea. I know it sounds kind of odd for me to say this about myself, but you should know that my mood changes with the wind. I'm a whirlwind of emotion, laddie. Aye. But don't let that stop you from asking me anything you'll want to know. Ask away. Goodbye. No.
Let's figure out where to go next. Crescent Moon Island has a chest. I could go there. Northern Fairy Island has a great ferry. Let's check out the Northern Fairy Island real quick. That's right here.
What? No. What? What? No.
Yeah. Yeah, that island right there, I guess. Whoop. No. Oh well, getting kind of stormy, huh?
What? Goodbye. There's a fairy with an item for me. Hello?
Young waker of the winds, allow me to aid you in your quest.
Well, I can at least mark this as having gotten it. Whoa! The hero sword! Yo, we got a sword! We got a sword, boys.
Use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down the kind old man who has entrusted it to you.
Yeah, the kind old man. Definitely not the great fairy.
The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed.
But dude, yo, look at this sword. Look at that. Look at that sword. Okay, so I guess it's more like a Karis. Or no, it's not a Karis, but it's not a scimitar either. It's just a little curved sword. Tiny little sword. Yeah, I really like this player model.
Now we can defend ourselves.
Not from bombs, though. That's still a bit of trouble. Oh. What? It's a green choo-choo. Oh, right. I forgot. I also randomized the color palettes of enemies, so this green choo-choo is actually a yellow choo-choo. Okay, I guess he's not going to stop being electric. Mana, yep, that's what I really need right now. For all the nothing that I can use it with. Alright, let's take a look at this map. Alright. So we can go to the Crescent Moon Island now. Let's head east. I'm out! You can't catch me! Supposedly there is a treasure chest here. Stop. Slow down a bit. Alright, I can get out here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Nope. Pardon me. Don't mind me. Alright, mother and child aisle. Have to get inside that though. Which I believe means teleporting. Although I think in order to teleport there you have to have been there at least once, so may have to sail on over. Let's find out. Hang on. What is the song for that? Down, right, left, up, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's warp. Let go. That's all we needed. Look at that chest. That spiky chest. Whee! The Deku Leaf! Hey, that opens up some stuff. Right. And we can actually use our magic now. Don't think there's anything else here. So I guess we will warp on out. Let's warp to we'll just warp back to Windfall and then we'll head down to the island south of Dragon Roost. Or kind of southwest of Dragon Roost. It's southeast of Windfall. Because there's, what's it called? Eastern Fairy Island. Ah. So it should just be a chest that we can just kind of loot. Or not a chest, just walk in and Fairy gives me something. And Dragon Roost is also a place we could go. It says 2 remaining, 1 accessible though. Wait, did I just pass it? No, that was something else. Oh, there's also this. I don't think it'll ever have anything progress-wise, but who knows? Maybe it'll have like a heart piece or something. Oh, do I have to hit those cannons? Do I have to take out the cannons to get a chest here? Probably. Yeah, it looks like I need to take out the cannons for the chest. Oh well. Bruh. Did I see something else? Thought I saw a ship out there. Oh, also, let's go ahead and put that on X, I guess. It's the only other item we have. So I might as well. Oh! It says it's accessible. The map says Eastern Fairy Island. Let's see. Eastern Fairy Island. 1 accessible. 1 remaining. Great Fairy. Power bracelets, really? I thought it was just bombs. Well then. Ha ha ha. A green rupee. And there's a Deku tree thing.
Swordsman, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I've come here to plant the great Deku tree's seed. But look, usually the forest trees sprout quite vigorously wherever you plant them. But for some reason this one has withered. I'd be willing to bet that the trees my fellow Koroks have planted are withering as well. But you need to get the water from the great Deku tree place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello.
Young awaker of the winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Oh.
Treasure chart 31. That's the Great Fairy of the Eastern Fairy Island.
The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed.
Well, let's take a look at that chart. 31. Where is that? Gotta be here. Forest Haven. Yep, chart 31. Sure enough. Alright. Marked. Not much else in this. Not many other islands that I can access. So I think I'll be headed to actually Outset, which has 3 and 3 right here. So let's do that. I believe I can warp there as well. Ba 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 ba. Yep. Ba-da-doo. I'll warp so that we don't have to spend so much time sailing all the way south. Alright. Hold up, Beetle. Do you sell anything different here? Oh. Oh! Oh! Piece of heart! Hold up. I assume that is Beetle's Shopship 20 rupee item. Piece of heart. There's still the salvage core gift. And then Cyclos and Ghost Ship. But
Yeah, I'll buy it. Why not?
I can't buy anything else from him.
Thank you! You're the greatest! I'll never forget you! I'm going to make a member's card just for you! When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you! Something very good indeed! My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you. I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership.
Bye.
Bye! Oh, he's gone now. Just like that.
Alright, what are these 3 things? Underneath Link's house, Mesa the grass cutter's house, Great Fairy. Great Fairy requires the Hero Sword, Deku Leaf, and Power Bracelets. Grass cutter's house, nothing. Link's house, nothing. But
Get out of my way, trees.
I believe it's, yeah, under here. No, let go. Ah, put that away. Crouch. Here we go. What do we get? The iron boots. Well, where are they? There they are. Boom. Hey, that is progress. Haven't even done any dungeons yet.
Hello. Oh. Ganon, Arrow, don't go, don't leave. Don't leave your poor old grandma all alone.
You do know that you're not my grandmother, right? Look at that shield. See, that's not my family shield. This on my back is my family shield. Now, the grass cutter's house. I think that's on the other side of the island. But also, there's a certain man. Don't know what he'll give me, but we should find out.
Oh, Ganon.
Wait.
Ganon. You are all right. Why did you not tell me about Aril? That was thoughtless of you. This island has seen hard times ever since you departed. I do not know what you have been doing on your journey, but you seem a little more daring. A little more daring these days. That look in your eyes, not the one you left here with. Very good. Show me just how much you've improved your sword skills. Okay. If I must say so, your skills with the sword are still at the level of a page. Very good. Try to hit me 100 or more before I hit you 3 times. Come on. Oh, man.
What? I pushed it though. I pushed A. There we go. What? No, come on. I was like, I'll just get one more hit in since he's taking so long. And then, nope, that's the exact second that he decides to attack. Yeah. Whoa. From way back there. Whew. That was actually really close.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? What? What was that? Why would you jump from that far away? Oh my goodness.
We're going again. Old man. Yes. Page. That's worth 2. Come on. Sure. Woo. Come on. Sure.
Okay, that was an odd way to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Ha ha ha. I hit you 100 times before you even hit me once, old man. Look at this.
Wow, it's actually... I was playing it really careful, but I could have gone just about all out. Okay, so that doesn't always work.
Enough! Enough. Ah, 132 blows. You have improved. I guess it was wrong of me to treat you like you were still a lowly page. You are a page no more. Now you are a knight. Knight. It is not much, but it is now yours. Take this with you.
50 rupee, a purple rupee.
Listen here, old man.
Ah,
What's that? The knight's crest. Does that intrigue you, young one? It is still too early to discuss such things with you. But if you happen across 10 of those, show them to me. Then I can tell you what they are and what they do. But I will only speak if you get 10 of them. Fine. Ha!
let's go find that grass cutter's house. Also, rupees. Just barely missed it. Oh, also, since we've got the strength upgrade, we could pick up the large pig and lead him to some mud. Just gotta find him. But I think he's only out during the day. Look at all the money you can get for mowing the lawn. What type of shoe jelly are you really? A green one? And I think you're a blue one. Ah. Drop nothing. Well, I don't have a spoils bag, so I can't get any chew jelly from him. Excuse me. Oh, that's just a rupee. So it's not underneath his house. Is it inside or on top? Can't remember. Oh, yes. In here. Of course. Ba-ba-ba-da, a piece of heart. Mace of the grass cutter's house. Well, took care of that, I guess.
Eh? Ganon? Is that you? Ganon? Whoa! You kinda startled me there, buddy. I thought more of those monsters had come to harass me. I tell you, there have been a lot of strange things going on here at night lately. I haven't gotten a good night's sleep in ages because of it. And I love sleep. In fact, I saw something really odd just a little while ago. Of course, this was back before the bridge was destroyed. It was up in the fairy woods near the old dried up fountain. I saw this tall girl who glowed like a fairy, which was odd enough, but then she vanished into that rock. Really, I saw it with my own eyes.
That's where I'm headed then. I have the bracelets of strength. I have the Deku Leaf. I shall make my way to that fairy fountain.
There's so many. What? Alright.
That takes care of them.
Let me just make sure. Whoops. That's the way it goes. Up. No. Up, left, right? Yeah, that's the one. Let's point this west. Forgot about that whirlpool. But I don't have bombs, which I believe you do need for that. Well, that didn't work out so well. Hang on, though. Didn't realize you would drop so immediately. Alright. Hello.
You're coming with me, piggy.
Oh wait, don't I need bait for this as well? Yeah, you need bait to get him to dig. Right? Yeah. Sucks. Oh well. Wait, true jelly. What? I pushed A. How dare you? Oh? Aha! So I guess that was technically a green chew jelly. Oh. I have 99 rupees. Ugh. 101. 101 rupeemations. Now, how do I get to the other side then? Maybe I gotta climb up here first. What? There we go. Yeah, that should be good. Let's go. Into the forest. Where there are now moblins. And whatever that is, it's one of those things. Get out of here. Guess I'll crawl through here to get the 20 rupees. Ah. Foolish spiky eyeballs. Alright. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Give me something good, Great Fairy. I call upon you for your aid.
Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest.
Yes, please. The wind god's aria, huh? Well then. Well then. That's quite the dungeon I just got access to.
The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed.
Yeah, I'll definitely come all the way out here to get refreshed when I'm weary from battle. It's totally what I'll do. All right. I can't see anything.
Got him anyway. Ooh, necklace. I don't know if that actually counts as me getting one because I don't have the necessary pouch. Hopefully it still keeps all those things I collect. All those monster items without a monster bag. Anything over here? No? Very well. Hurrah! Alright. Well, with the Deku Leaf, I could go to the Forbidden Woods. Well, it says 0 accessible. That's interesting. Dragon Roost Cavern, it says there's 3 accessible. First room, alcove with water jugs and boarded up chest. Earth Temple is 1 accessible, the transparent chest in Warp Pot room. Yeah, I guess we'll go to Dragon Roost? You'd think I could do Forbidden Woods since I have the Deku Leaf, but apparently not. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. It's probably because you need the grappling hook in order to even get to the dungeon, or even to get to the Great Deku Tree. Oh, right, I forgot. Wind's going the other way. Very well. Oh, take that. Yes, mana. Anything I can do up here? Don't think there is. At least nothing of importance. Ah! You drop so suddenly when you let go of the Deku Leaf. And like so straight down instead of like carrying any of that momentum with you. Rather ridiculous. No! I told you to let go earlier. Well. Third time's the charm, surely. There we go. And yeah, nothing here that I can do. It's just a pot, really? That's ridiculous. Oh well. Basically cleared out this island, so it's off to Dragon Roost. Since there's an item I can get there, as well as a couple items in its dungeon. So let's go. No, down, right, left, up. There we go. To Dragon Roost. Fly. Sure would be lovely if I had bombs, but there are bomb plants, so. Oh, right, and I can do that too. Of course. Who needs bombs? Got two explosives right here. My left and my right. Ooh. Is this one of those secret caves? Yes, it's a secret cave, I guess, or it's a combat cave. But seeing as there's forest bugs, I'm going to assume that it's... Ow! Secret cave. Ooh. Ooh. Here. Let's see what we get. Wow. You know, I turned off progress items. Keep it in your spoils bag. Yeah, if only I had a spoils bag. Anyways, I turned off secret case for having progress items because I thought, well, it'll be difficult to find the spirit case because I don't know, or the secret case because I don't know where they are off the top of my head. But with this tracker, I guess it wouldn't have been such a problem. There appear to be markings that indicate specific directions. Yeah. Up, left, right. What? Okay, Skullhammer. Let's go. That would be the Wind Shrine. Also, it says the secret cave requires enter Dragon Roost Island Cave, Hero's Sword or Skullhammer or Bombs, or Hero's Bow. But I just did the secret cave. Assuming that was the secret cave. In any case, we got ourselves a mighty hammer. Yeah. Pretty nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the secret cave. I guess we'll find out. Won't we? What are all these X's though? That's what I don't get. Wait. Near Paw Print Island. Entered Paw Print Isle Choo Choo Cave. Entered Paw Print Isle Wizrub Cave. Entered Dragon Roost Island Cave. Okay, well that's probably the actual Dragon Roost Island, pick it up. Bro. Probably means actually entering the, dungeon? Cave? Or, you know, the cave that leads to the dungeon? Money. Nice. In any case, I think this is just grass, but just to be sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's an exit. And that would require like fire arrows or bombs for my from my ship. Something along those lines. But anyways, we've got rocks to destroy. Hey, 10 rupees. We've got 200 though. I think that's my max. Yep, 200 is the max for me. What? Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to change the wind again. What? No. Well, it serves. Oh, up, left, right, not up, right, left. Anyway, south. Let's go. What was that? I rolled so you could jump, Ganon. Really? Really? Fine. We'll go back up to the upper path then. Maybe then you'll actually jump. Okay. Can I lift that from here? Yep, okay, sure, that works, I guess. Hello.
Ganon, you know Medley, don't you?
No.
I think something weird happened to her. It stinks, too, because I went to all the trouble of picking this flower to surprise her with. And now she's not around.
Right. If only she were here.
Hello.
Well now, I've not seen your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? Yeah. Oh, excellent. That's good. But first, to see if I can use you or not, I need to give you a little test. Just a small one. Mash the seal on the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the letter into that shelf real easy. Simple. Uh-huh. Is that clear? Sure.
Before time runs out, you have to sort at least 10 letters. Give it your best shot. Boom. 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 Easy piece of cake. Nope, wrong. Hey, look at that. 20. I did 20. I did double what you asked for. 20 letters. Great. Good. Terrific. You pass. Okay, you get 1 rupee for every 2 letters, so that comes to a grand total of 10 rupees. Am I right? Come back anytime. I mean it. Anytime. The more letters you sort, the more you'll earn. Not a bad deal for both of us. Hey, you ready for work? You already understand what you need to do, right? If you can sort 20 or more letters, I literally just did that. Go ahead and get started. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Too easy. 24. That's 24 letters. Splendid. Super. Your salary this time is 1 rupee per letter, so I need you to pay you 24 rupees. Come on by anytime. I mean it, anytime. The better you do, the higher your salary will become. That's economics. 25 letters or more. Your salary will really jump. I mean it. Alright. Oh, come on. You're really screwing me over with this one, huh? Lots of opposite end letters. Nope. No, I only got 22. 1 rupee per. I swear you get an item from him if you do really good, so. Let's try. I think it would normally be like the post bag or something. Nope. Come on. Once again, 22, dang it. If I didn't have 200 rupees already, I'd be making a lot of money, though. No, what? It went too far. Nope. Ugh. 21 letters, yeah. Come on. I got 24 once. That's pretty close. I've gotten over 20, like every time. Nope. It's so difficult to get the middle ones because it likes to overshoot. Just gotta get lucky with the placement, or the RNG of these letters. think this might be my best shot. No. Still only got 22. Man, 25 is very difficult. No, what? No. No, this is 24, man. That's so close. If I hadn't bungled those 2 letters. Oh, 24 again. Ah. You have to be really fast with this. And not do that. Enough of this back and forth, please. No! So close. Swear I better get something for this. Yes! 26. How's that? 26 letters! You have amazing coordination. Seriously, I'm stupefied, incredulous. We veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've got to give you more money. Got to. 3 rupees per letter comes to 78 rupees. How's that sound? Hey, your name wouldn't happen to be Ganon, would it? It is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I thought you looked like the lad the chieftain was talking about. In that case, I should have expected you to be able to pull off something like this. I've heard all about you. Yes, I sure have. You've had a rough time, Ganon. I feel bad making you help us. But hey, things are looking up. Our new helper's just arrived. Maybe you can give him some advice the next time you come by. Huh? Woo! And that's it? You're just gonna give me a bunch of rupees and say so long? Man! Be a pal and give our new helper some pointers the next time you're around. Just a few, even one. Where's your new helper? As you're from Off Island, allow me to tell you about the Dragon Roost. Even in the best times, it's a dangerous place with all those bomb flowers growing everywhere. And now it's even more perilous. It's so bad that the bomb flowers themselves have all dried up. The great and wonderful Valu has created quite a mess. Hey, I know you. Yeah. You're the adventure guy. Sailing from island to island. Action, excitement, right? So,
With all the adventuring you do, did you happen to find a golden feather? My girlfriend, she's wanted one of those things for the longest time. And actually, I kind of promised that I'd send one to her. Well, if I could actually get a golden feather, then sure.
What do we got over here?
Yeah.
Every year, the Ritos sponsor a Birdman contest on that island off to the east. I wonder if we'll have one this year. What with the current situation on the island. No time to waste. Everyone's so busy with the Great Valu that we're running short of delivery personnel. It's a madhouse. Ah well, back to work.
Off he goes. Ah, new guy.
Hey man, I'm the new part-timer. Green clothes and a green hat? Are you colorblind too? What? Pardon me for asking, but you're Ganon, aren't you?
Yes.
Aha! I knew it! You're a legend among the part-timers here. I really admire you, man. Just once, I'd love to see the legendary 25-letter sword. Do your best, man. Oh no. Again?
Really?
No! I was so close. 24 letters. Man, you must be bushed. Can't wait to see you try again, though. What's up, man? I just got to show me the legendary 25-letter sword, please. So what do you say, man? Seriously? Do your best, man. What?
No. Dang it. If I had just hit one of those other two that I screwed up.
You must be bushed. Can't wait to see you try again. Seriously, do your best, man.
No. Ah, it's even worse. Come on. Do it again. No. No. I'm just getting worse and worse. Come on. I know I've done it before and I've nearly done it twice more. No! 24, come on. No. Give me more doubles, that would be really helpful. Come on. No! If I hadn't screwed those up. No. Stop with the back and forth. No. Ugh. That stupid back and forth takes so long. It's just like, okay, the blue pot, then the red jaws, then the blue pot, then the red jaws, and it's like, come on. No! No! I was right there, man.
Yes! Oh my gosh! 25 letters! Amazing, man! I'm so impressed, seriously, man! I've gotta tell my mom back home all about this! I just gotta! I've got a favor to ask you, man! I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave, so would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the postbox for me? Thanks a lot, man.
Sir, I know you can ship potatoes and whatnot, but this ain't a letter. This is a Huey pear. I can't even use it.
I guess I could just throw it in here with all the other letters, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's against the rules, man.
What? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna strangle you. That's what I get for 25 letters. I swear. What if I... Oh. I made a mistake. I should have changed the direction of the wind. I always forget about that. Well, while we're down here, let's just have a look around. See if there's anything else.
Um. Um. Well, not a whole lot I can do here, is there? Will do. Let's head back up those stairs. See what I can do up here. Since I've got this leaf. Just gotta actually change the wind direction. Yeah, up, left, right. West, please. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Go. Up we go. What we got, huh? Anything? Absolutely nothing? There's a red rupee. That's useless. Oh, and you're supposed to also find Medley up here later to get to the Earth dungeon. Alright, let's see about getting some mana. Whew. Let's check out what that is. Because I forget. You stay away. Up. What do you mean? Up. Oh, that's what it means. Banana. You shan't catch me. Not with the wind at my oh. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Beetle! Can you give me a ride, please? Hey. Hi. I can't buy anything. Oh. Thank you for the ride, though. Do need to find more mana. Brah. Right. However, I believe I can just, yeah, climb up here, grab block, and we good. We good. Only I could get some more mana.
Don't need rupees, I've got 200. Well, I know I can get more mana up here. There we go. Now, for Dragon Roost, don't know why it says Secret Cave, entered Dragon Roost Island Cave is required. Savage Labyrinth, Dragon Roost Island Cave, power bracelets or bombs. I'll just mark that as checked. Okay, and that's all I had to do in order to... I see. I just had to say, yes, I have entered Dragon Roost Island Cave. And then it's all like, oh yeah, then you can go to the secret cave, sure.
I guess it's to be expected in this heat, but just take a look down there. Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up.
Is it? Is it though? Is it really? Pretty sure it's not dried up. Like, at all. You liar. Don't even need an empty bottle. Haha. Here. Ah. Ah. There we go. What? That really looked like it went in. Aw, it was just about in. Just needed to be faster. There we go. All right.
I'm in.
Just gotta slide these blocks. But man, this all reminds me of the Wind Waker demo that came with the special Legend of Zelda Bundle Pack with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Link 1, Link 2, and then that demo for Wind Waker. Good times. And the demo was basically this first part of this dungeon and also waking up on Dragon Roost. Like you just wake up there and he's all like, hey, here's the thing. Here's the Wind Waker. Go on now. Right. Let's drop that. What we got? Dragon Roost, Cavern, small key. Okay. I've got one small key from the first room? Yeah, first room, I guess. Alright. Well, I guess I needed a small key, that is true. Makes sense then.
Get out of my way.
Although that's supposed to be a shortcut. But where does it lead? To jellies, that's where it leads. Also, boarded planks. Ow. If only I had a torch. I wonder if I can carry it through to this room. Boy, I really hope that these chew jellies carry over. Because I'm getting a lot of them. Let's see. Oh, are they gone? The sticks? The sticks are gone. How rude. Well, shoot. Guess we'll just have to go the normal way. No. Really gonna put me all the way back here, huh? Wow. Stupid lava. Stupid rock. Alright, I think you can bomb that pot to open it up. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, here's the alcove room with the water jugs. Yes, I understand how that works. Boing.
You got the fill-up coupon. It will fill every item you have to the max. give it to Beetle, but remember, doesn't cover all of his products. Keep it in your delivery bag for now. Yeah, my delivery bag, the thing that I have. Oh my goodness. Is that, note to mom, Ublin's letter, Maggie's letter, Cabana deed, no. Yeah, I don't see a place to mark it, but I can mark that. There's just boarded up chest. Wait a second. Items require DRC small key. Which I guess I had. Oh boy. You jerk. Aha. Oh, good. Thank you. Now I can swing this. Aha! The Dragon Roost Cavern Dungeon map. Yippee! But that's also the last thing that I can get. Well, that's not great. Now what do I do? Because there's a locked door over there. That bat just died from falling rocks. You're supposed to throw a water pot onto that so you can go up. Or are you? No, you're supposed to smash whatever's holding that platform up. Okay, then that requires grapple. Yeah. Don't know of anything else I can do here, which means I don't know that this dungeon is beatable. Kinda requires a key. A second key, that is. Can't remember if slashing all the ropes does anything. Don't think it does. Yeah, I guess unless I get the grapple hook, I can't really do anything here. Oh, yep. That definitely breaks the bridge. Alright. Good to know. In any case, that gets me back to the entrance. That's not the entrance. Cavern, yeah, it says requires DRC small key 2 and deku leaf or grappling hook. DRC small key 2, DRC small key 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, deku leaf or grappling hook. Grappling hook, small key 1, deku leaf. It cuts itself off for some reason.
This big chest key, just need the grappling hook and the small key, Deku Leaf or DRC small key 4, and Hero's Sword or Skull Hammer or Bombs or Hero's Bow. So if I had the grappling hook, I could definitely get it. They probably mean for me to try and head over there, but wait a minute. I wonder if it's possible to get down there from here with just the Deku Leaf. Perhaps I can do more. Right, because that's the switch you got, yeah. Well, shucks, I need the grappling hook.
I need the grappling hook after all.
You're not gonna give me any hearts, really? I'm missing half a heart already. That's not the door I want. There we go. How about mana as well? I could use a little bit of mana. There we go. Now I'm good to go. Nothing else for me here. Oh, now you come back with your little sticks. Ah. Ugh. Oof. Rough fight. Now, grab that heart. There we go. Now we're good to go. What else can I even do now? Western Fairy Island. I could go do that. There's also the Thorned Fairy Island. Alright, let's go to the Western Fairy Island, I guess. Let's see if we can do that from here. Whoops. When you are in your boat on the sea, yep. That's what I thought. But I had hoped that I could do it without. To my boat! Ba-da-da. All right. Now let's go. Alright, that gets me closest. There's nothing on the Great Fish Isle, but to the northwest is the Great Ferry. To the northwest. Also, need that. Gotta go past the Great Fish Isle. Don't think there's really anything on it. Anyway. Yeah. Still gotta find the salvage core. Can't remember where they're at. Does this one have cannons? Yes, it does. I can't do anything with that then. Except flee! What we got? Ah! Uh-huh! That's all I needed. Just a great big hammer. What you got for me? Great fairy.
Young waker of the winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Ba, 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 ba.
A piece of heart. Get the fourth piece. Now I got another heart.
The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed.
Let's hope we get better luck at the next fairy. Brr, brr, Get out of here, you're ruining the music. All right. Gotta go to the eastern sea, east of the Tower of the Gods. And Tower of the Gods has nothing accessible for me, so we shall head to the east. Also, what's with that glowing beam of light? Probably treasure that I can't get. Oh yeah, it's probably one that I have a chart for, but I don't have the grapple hook, so Orange Fairy Island, that's where I'm headed. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hey guys.
Yo! Mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be searching for treasure on the sea floor too, aren't you? Ha ha ha! You won't get any from us, bub, not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on a fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. And maybe some other things that I've never heard of. You know, with all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny little guy out here. I like your style, bub. I feel like I've known you my whole life. So hey, bub, tell you what, as one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. You'll definitely be needing it if you want to haul up treasure.
Come on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. I also won't take nay, nope, or nah. Just grab it. Yeah. Excuse me, Salvage Corps. You'll be needing this if you want to dig up treasure, a piece of the Triforce. First, press up to open your sea chart, then press Y to check your special charts. You search for treasure by comparing the specific island charts on the left with the treasure charts on the right. Simple, bub. Yeah, just use a grappling hook. All right, little treasure buddy. Best of luck to all of us. You had a piece of the Triforce, man. What?
Well, I guess they have been searching for treasure at the bottom of the ocean, and that's where the Triforce shards are. I guess they got their hands on a Triforce chart. How about that?
Yeah.
Do these ones have cannons? Yep. All right. Here we are. Just hammer, huh? Okay then. Hammer 3 times if you want to see the fairy. We gonna give me something good.
Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Ba, 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 na, 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 na.
Bombs! Yay! That opens some doors. Carry up to 30. Put one out, press A to throw it.
The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness, yes.
Bombs! I have bombs! That unlocks some Forsaken Fortress stuff and Earth Temple and Wind Temple. Hey! That's quite a bit. That's 5 out of 6 Forsaken Fortress. The only one remaining is Phantom Ganon, which requires the Master Sword. Okay. Then let's go take care of that Forsaken Fortress, I guess. Well, we'll take care of the Forsaken Fortress next time on Wind Waker Randomizer. Things have been going pretty good so far. Oh, there are a couple of other things. There's a Southern Fairy Island and Islet of Steel, which each have one thing. Woo! They don't like me. Hi. Difficult to aim this. At least to tell where your bomb's gonna hit. Hey! Not bad. Go even lower. Lower still, huh? Oh, so close. There we go. So yeah, I'll just bomb this door down real quick. There we go. But yes, we shall take care of this Forsaken Fortress next time. Okay, we got a lot. We got our sword. That was pretty big. We got the iron boots, Deku Leaf, Skull Hammer. We got the Wind God's Aria. A power, or the power bracelets. A piece of the Triforce. And the command melody. All in all, not bad. Oh yeah, and then finally to end it off, bombs. That opens a lot of doors. Obviously, a lot of the Forsaken Fortress, just about everything except for Phantom Ganon. It opens up a little bit of the Earth Temple and quite a bit of the Wind Temple. As well as the Islet of Steel and the Southern Fairy Island. So, not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, we also, I guess we got Nehru's Pearl for all good that'll do us. Well, I would assume that I'd still need all three pearls in order to unlock the Tower of the Gods. So maybe they're still useful. In fact, let me take a look, see if it says that, mentions that. Yeah, Din's Pearl, Ferore's Pearl, and Nehru's Pearl are required. Okay. But yeah, and I suppose we got, what, 4 treasure charts for whenever we get the grappling hook? But we got a lot done. Got a lot done. Ba-da-ba-da. And on Wednesday, I'll be playing some more Sands of Salzar. Saturday, more Tile Man. And next Monday, we'll get back to playing Ganon in Wind Waker Randomizer. And I'll see you next mission. Bye-bye.